them isn't all that simple. In fact, when we think that way, we are oversimplifying the process. Our thoughts are made up of memories, desires, and things we want to do. Believing that it will be simple to control every moment is making the process seem as though it's not so complex. When the truth is, our thoughts are far more complex than that. After discovering self-compassion, I found it so much easier to accept myself for exactly who I am and where I am in life. Last year, it was all about acceptance for me and how I can accept myself more, and even the things that come my way, difficulties that I have or whatever it is, how I would be able to just accept where I am just a little bit more. And I found a secret to that, and that was through self-compassion and how much it helped me grow, how much it helped me to become more accepting of myself. Because I was okay. I was validating every single thing rather than fighting against it, rather than saying this isn't okay that I am in this spot, but saying this is all right. Where I am in life right now is okay. That I don't have to be perfect. That as long as I'm progressing, as long as I am moving forward, all is well. All is well. Our thoughts are more like multiple choice questions, rather than fill in the blank. Sometimes we choose what thoughts we want to have and what thoughts we don't, rather than having a blank sheet. Self-compassion is no longer trying to control everything that happens in our lives, but being aware and understanding about how circumstances are like for us. Rather than blaming ourselves and seeing ourselves as good or bad, self-compassion allows us to see ourselves as human, as people who have many qualities and tendencies. I am still getting back into the groove of the new year. It hasn't been as easy as I thought it would be. I had all of these expectations that I was going to fulfill right away. And I realized that it's not as easy as it seems, that things come up and life happens and circumstances, they change, and things with life changes over time. And for me, it hasn't really been about perfecting everything this year, but more so about being compassionate with myself, whether I'm doing what I love to do, and especially those times where I'm finding myself falling short of the goals that I had and the expectations that I have, but being like, it's okay. This is okay if I don't succeed at this right away. As long as it's a goal, as long as I keep going and growing, it will happen. So for me, it's just been about being patient. Even being patient with myself has been a tremendous lesson already this year, and with others as well. Sometimes it can be really easy to go through life and feel like everything's going so well, everything is perfect, but it's when we realize like, oh my gosh, isn't actually going the way I wanted it to go, or my expectations were different than reality. And for me, just being okay with that. Even like while I'm loading this and doing various activities, I find myself like, oh, why isn't this sticking together how I want it to? Or why is this crumbling in a certain way? I'm having to redo it. But really just being okay with that. Realizing that oftentimes things don't go right the first time, and that it's not about things going right the first time. And if we want perfection, it's often not found in the first attempts or the second, but it happens through progress. It's when we are willing to fall down, when we're willing to make mistakes and those errors. But those errors only come with trials, right? If we are willing to take the trial, if we're willing to take the steps that it takes to progress. So for me, even in this moment, it's like, I want to perfect these cookies, right? I want my husband to be like, dang, babe, these are good. But at the end of the day, I would love for him to continuously come home to me and say, babe, these cookies were better than they were even 10 years ago. So being a-okay with not being perfect in this moment, that's where I am. But also for me, just wanting to progress. Just wanting to progress rather than wanting to be perfect has been something that I have constantly had to learn and learn and learn again for myself. But every time I learn it, I realize it's just another moment to be compassionate with myself. And how beautiful is that? It looks like these cookies are about ready to be shaped. After doing some baking, I have prepared a meal for myself, and I'm feeling a little bit tired, but more importantly, I'm feeling so grateful. I'm feeling grateful that I have this time to here and now. And for me, I think about today as an opportunity to grow, be better, and to just be connected to loved ones, connected to family, and for me, connected to God. Sometimes I forget that we're all human, as silly as that sounds. I go through my day just having these high expectations of things I have to fulfill, and I forget that no human here is perfect. Self-compassion allows me to admit that we're all human, and with that, we'll never be perfect, that I'll never be perfect. It allows me to see myself as human in a way that I am always growing, I am always evolving, that I don't have to hold myself so strongly accountable for this moment, because I am progressing, because I am going forward. And as I go forward in this world, that means that there's going to be hurdles. That means that there's going to be mountains to climb. It is only when I'm not doing anything that doesn't happen. When I have self-compassion, I find myself so much more enthusiastic, so much more joyful. And with that, it's so much easier to attain what I want out of life because I'm optimistic about it. I'm excited about it. I'm more free to make mistakes, to fall, and I'm happy along the way. We're able to embrace our needs when we're self-compassionate. The needs that we truly seek, we're able to see that. See what we need from ourselves. See our vulnerability. Not saying, oh my God, no, we have to push this pain away, but saying, no, what is it that you need in this moment? I see that you're distressed, I see that you're hurt, whatever it is. And being able to tend to that. But a lot of times we push it away and we hide it. But as long as we are pushing it away and hiding it, we're not able to heal. And so through self-compassion, I find that I've been able to heal so much easier in areas that I have struggled with. Yesterday, I felt very very blessed. Today I feel very blessed as well. But yesterday my husband took me to a bookstore, local bookstore. They sell mostly used books, and they sell a few new books as well, popular new books. But I found some really great books that I'm so excited about. And I feel like every time I go to the bookstore, I end up finding exactly what I need. Like, if I'm looking for something, if I'm searching for an answer within something, I go to the bookstore and it's there. It's amazing. The way that God moves is amazing. Well, one of the books that I want to share with you guys that I got was Find Your Glow, Feed Your Soul. I am all about this, like, let your light shine. Getting this book was so cool. One line that I really enjoyed from this book that I want to share with you is, acceptance is an act of receiving. There is no control here, only openness. That relates to everything that I have been thinking on this week, what this video is about. My little cat here. So I am just so excited to dive a little bit deeper into this book, and it's a beautiful book as well, so I may even use it as a coffee table book too. We'll see, but I think that this wraps up this video though. I am tired. I am ready to relax, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay with being right here, right now. I hope you guys can just find peace wherever you are, whether you are in a time where you feel like life is a hurdle. I hope that in that time you can find yourself just being a little bit more compassionate with yourself if needed, and just being understanding and accepting of where you are right now, knowing that life is forever changing, that you are forever changing. There's going to be times where you don't feel like it. There's going to be times where you really, really do feel like it. So I hope that this video helps you guys, and if so, please like, subscribe, let me know in the comments down below, and I will see you next time, beautiful souls.